It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Bryce Young. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Golden Eagles and the Caps, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Montreal taking on the Caps of Canton. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here. And Charles, we take a look at this Canton team as they get ready down on the field. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Quebecers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Young's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Young now. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young, a short throw to Ingram. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He targets Ingram for another grab. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air once more, Young. Pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Golden Eagles had 6 to their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. They'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A 1st carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 21 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete to Whitaker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. As they've got it as we resume action. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw, Young. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It'll be Young again. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Algier. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and a Montreal 1st down.
Here's Young. A short throw to Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Young will set to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Golden Eagles.
It's Young off play action. Wide open receiver complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll give it to Chubb. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Young. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was defended by Bryce Hall.
Off play action. Jones. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Third down. Here's Algier. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Andrew Booth there defensively.
Again, it's Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First down, Golden Eagles.
Young looks to throw on first down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And a Montreal first down.
It's Young on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Young now from the 50. A short throw to Ingram. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
On play action, Young. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's good. 4A. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Young to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Canton offense takes over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing, Jones. Complete. It's Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Jones. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Algier now up the middle, and he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Scott to return it. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jones now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Reeves. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Throw caught there by Osborne. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He finds his man complete. That's Reeves. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Reeves. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here's Jones to throw on third down. That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's caught. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Caps are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Montreal, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Canton, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.